The German Chancellor Angela Merkel has acknowledged the problem of so-called no-go zones in the country for the first time during her tenure in office. RT's Peter Oliver picks up the story.
We've seen an unexpected change of tack from Angela Merkel when it comes to talk of no-go areas in Germany.
There should not be any no-go zones. There can be no places where nobody dares to go. But these zones exist, and they should be named, and something must be done about it.
Merkel hadn't previously used the incendiary phrase no-go area to describe parts of the country with a high crime rate. But that rate has been going up. The government's own figures released earlier this year point to a 10% rise in violent crime between 2015 and 2016, 90% of which is attributed to young male refugees. There was criticism last year of the way the German media covered the refugee crisis. A highly respected group of researchers said that editors acted as public educators and that the whole refugee crisis and the arrival of hundreds of thousands of people was covered in too favourable a light. The only people who had been talking about no-go areas were Alternative for Germany, and they were roundly mocked for doing so.
Can you, as a woman, walk alone on Warsaw Street on a weekend evening? Would you dare walk past Warsaw or nearby streets? And then they say and make it look like we're the aggressive ones and say bad things about the city. No. What we do is look at things in perspective. What we do is simply address facts, and facts only, ladies and gentlemen.
But here's the thing, in order to secure a ruling coalition, Angela Merkel has been trying to win over the right wing of her Conservative alliance as she tries to secure that fourth term as Chancellor. And she may well be thinking that taking a step towards the social policy of Alternative for Germany could help get those hardliners back on side with her. Peter Oliver, RT Berlin.
According to local media, it's the bigger cities in Germany that are the worst hit, with criminals taking over entire neighborhoods. It's not uncommon for police to come under physical assault in such areas, which are reportedly run by ethnic criminal gangs. Political scientist Werner Patzelt says some neighborhoods are no longer recognizable.
It's no longer the case that every person can move freely around just as he or in particular she wants, because we have neighborhoods in cities which look not like being in Germany but like in a different country. If you look at some cities like the northern parts of Essen or of Dortmund, like parts of Duisburg, like parts of Berlin, then for some neighborhoods it's really a problem. And this truth is not quite welcome. But to be frank on this point, we have the same problem arising out of drug criminality. But immigration is a part of the whole problematic phenomenon.